if current is represented as I equal to I naught sine omega t plus or minus phi, the RMS value literally stands for root mean square. First you have to take square, take the average value and mean. Suppose, how did we find the average of current? The average of current is I dt by integral dt, whether it is full cycle means 0 to t, 0 to t. Similarly, the average value, that means square, take square and mean. So the average value of I square, can be given as integral I square dt by integral dt 0 to t, 0 to t. This is the average value. The RMS value means the square root of this. So IRMS is actually square root of the average of I square. So let us first find the average of I square, and then we'll calculate RMS. So this is equal to integral 0 to t I square. So let us take only I naught sin omega t, because this constant, introducing the constant will not change the value. So I naught sin omega t whole square dt by integral dt is t 0 to t. So you can take I naught square into integral sin square omega t dt 0 to t, and upper limit minus lower limit is this. So I naught square by t integral, sin square can be integrated as such, so we are supposed to do like 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2 into dt. So because we know that, see, 2 sin square theta by 2 sin square theta by 2 is actually equal to 1 minus cos theta. So just multiply, substitute theta by 2 as x. If theta by 2 is x, means theta is 2x. So it is 2 sin square, or theta by 2 as a. 2 sin square a equal to 1 minus cos 2a, and sin square a equal to 1 minus cos 2a by 2. So that's what we have substituted here. So it is I naught square by t integral 0 to t half dt minus integral cos 2 omega t by 2. So let me say 1 by 2 into dt. So 0 to t. So here I naught square by t into half into integral dt 0 to t minus half into integral 0 to t cos 2 omega t dt. So here I naught square by t into half integral dt is t 0 to t minus half into cos 2 omega t is sin 2 omega t by 2 omega 0 to t, and here I naught square by t half into t minus 0. So half into upper limit t minus lower limit 0, and minus half 2 omega also you take it out, 1 by 4 omega into sin 2 omega omega is 2 pi by time period into time period minus sin of 2 omega into 0. So when you do that, I naught square by t half into t minus 1 by 4 omega into t sin 4 pi minus sin 0. So sin 0 is 0, sin 0, sin pi, sin 2 pi, sin 3 pi. In general, sin of n pi is actually 0. So this is also 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. Only these two terms survives. So I naught square by t into 1 by 2 into t. T and t will be cancelled. So the average value of I square is I naught square by 2, which means root over I square, which is called IRMS, equal to square root of I naught square by 2, which means IRMS equal to I naught by root 2. Similarly, we can also prove that VRMS is equal to V naught by root 2.